And one, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome to the podcast, the live stream edition, and thank you. And from me to you, thank you for indulging us on this casual Friday. We haven't done casual in a while, Belle, so I'm feeling real good about it. Here on the podcast, we are your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice, and my lawyer told me it doesn't matter if I flash that, babe. I'm on the hook. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes, and joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, Belle. How are we doing tonight, Belle?
I'm having a lot of fun tonight. How are you, Scott?
I'm wonderful. I don't think you got the message about Casual Friday. So there's upstaging me, and then there's that. So I just want to point that out. Here at the podcast, guys, we have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about, bringing the focus onto use case cryptos because, as we know, these are what drive the market, bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable. It's time for a technological revolution. It's actually here. We'll talk about it a little bit today. Welcome to crypto. Welcome to the podcast. And again, thank you. I hit the hang on. I'm not going to cut off my own applause. I am this shallow. I'm this petty that I need the accolades. I need it coming. So first, I have to point out the T-shirt. So I got 2 emails today. Both of them basically said, you're a shill. You got to stop what you're doing. You're selling snake oil. So I just thought I'd embrace it. So this is my snake oil right here. This T-shirt was provided by the Iowa Beard Company. It wasn't. I bought it directly. I ran into the guy at the airport, small, local company. I was like, dude, I love the T-shirts. Let me get one of them T-shirts. So I bought one, and I think it's a good representation of me and what we actually do here. So if I took off the ball cap and put on the bowler hat, I think we might be in there. You know what? It was a great day. It was just an all-around great day. I would hope that it was also a great day for you. I rarely take victory laps. It's a journey. Crypto is a journey. It's a long road, and days up and days down, man, it's all part of the journey. I don't look at it from day to day. I look at it at 30, 60, 90 days, use my own little method here. But every now and again, the stars just absolutely line up. Now, today, the stars absolutely lined up. 2 things happened, pretty critical things. One, Binance announced that they're listing Osmosis. That's it. So that's interesting to me, considering what Osmosis is. Osmosis is a decentralized exchange. It is getting people off from Binance, off from Coinbase, off from KuCoin, off from everything, and introducing them to the great big wide world of the DeFi. So I personally never thought I would see the day that Osmosis, a direct competitor to all of these centralized exchanges, that a centralized exchange would actually list one of their coins. That's like Ford putting a Chevy in one of their commercials. Why would you do that? Let them do it themselves. But they did. They're listing it. It's going up. We had the pump, and everybody, I'm sure you guys remember early in your crypto journeys when you were living on the central exchanges, that this is just kind of how it was. You get the coin, you buy the coin, you know it's going to pump, life is good. You know nothing about it. Doesn't really matter. All you know is that it'll go up. Now, most people start their crypto journey right around there. You're not savvy yet. You haven't been around the block a few times. You haven't lost a whole lot of money yet. So we all kind of, everybody kind of grew up there. And then over time, you start to figure out, hey, maybe there's a better way. What's this yield thing about? What are liquidity pools? What are some of these DeFi products? Let's take a look at it and let's get into those. But yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody just kind of hangs their hat on the central exchanges. So one of the way I was trying to rationalize this one is I don't think Binance cares. I really don't think that they care that they're effectively advertising a competitor, because I think they know the customer base well enough that people will buy it without knowing anything about it. Raise your hands if you've ever bought a token that you knew nothing about anywhere in your crypto journey. Now, I know nobody's going to raise their hand, but most of you should, because we all kind of started from zero here and we all kind of figured it out as we went along. It's the nature of the business. You start out young, you lose some money, you figure out that there's a better way, you go to that better place, and off you grow. But Osmo listing there was a big deal for me, because you guys know I own a lot of osmosis. It's my rock, it's my hard place. I show you my wallets all the time. But when you wake up, you went to sleep, everything was cool, and you wake up and you have an additional $85,000 in a single wallet. There's not much else you can do but give yourself a round of applause. Way to see it through. Like I said, man, this is a journey. It is absolutely a journey. Crypto is a journey. It's a lot of very, very small steps. But if you can see the path, or at least if you can rationalize the path forward, and you're diligent, you're disciplined, and you're all of those things together, then you know what? You'll get there. You will absolutely get there. It's a lot of work. It is not Lambo tomorrow. It's none of those things, even though I could probably buy a used one. How much is a used Lambo, Bell? Look that up. I want to look it up, type it right now. Tell me how much a used Lamborghini is, because if I could get it for around $100,000, it might be, I might actually buy it just so I can be a complete sellout douchebag. That's what I want to be. That's exactly, because, I mean, come on, man. We're wearing collared shirts. I wore a coat yesterday. Let's just transition the podcast into objective and rational, into just complete shill douchebag. We can do that. That's easy. I can anything. 10x. Look, I can sell the snake oil. I'm wearing the shirt. All right, I kind of decent back here. So we could do that, but we're not going to. We're going to stick to exactly what we're doing. But guys, look, when it does line up, it's wonderful when it happens. And it's not one particular asset, because I'm effectively up across the entire board. And I'm not just in osmosis. I'm not this guy. All right. I take the money, I get the money, I put the money to work, I turn it into more money, which when we catch a little pump like this just becomes exponential. Remember how I might have mentioned over the last year or so that gains made during a bearish market become exponential when something happens. So every token that I earned, every osmosis token that I earned when they were only worth 70 cents, that I didn't pay a nickel for, are today, right this very moment, worth $1.58. And that's all of them. Doesn't matter what it was worth when he gave it to me, because this is not fiat. This is crypto. It becomes money when you sell it. But if you keep them working and keep generating, and you get more, and you stack, and you layer, and you just keep going, then when you get in a little blowout like this, man, it is a big damn blowout for you. So for all of the osmosis holders out there, people who do more or less kind of do what I do, you know what? Round of applause for you, man. It was just a great, great morning. And honestly, man, look, this is just starting. All right, it's not going to hold that number. It absolutely will not. It's going to come back down. But the visibility that this listing is going to bring to osmosis, to the cosmos, to all of these other nifty to Jackal, all of the visibility that listing is going to bring out to this ecosystem. These gains are, it's a magnitude. I can't even factor it in. I don't know how yet. I haven't even started working out the math to get percentages of Binance people who never even knew that the cosmos existed, aside from Adam, to actually come out here, take a look, and see that there's a better way. I want you to kind of, imagine that. We're early. We've always been early. Everybody out here is more or less early, but it's early and it's smart. You're not early hoping something happens. Out here, you're early making something happen. And when it hits, welcome to crypto. That's all I have to say about that one. So we're going to be taking our journey through my wallets. We are not expecting, we're not going to have a big crowd tonight, and that's fine. We wanted to try something out. I've got some stuff that they don't like just the generic splash screen that we put up when we're taking a break. So I dreamt something up. Now, it's not exactly my idea. It's kind of plagiarized a little bit from Kids in the Hall, but I hope you guys will enjoy it. My background is a radio DJ. I mean, that's it. That's what I did. I was a radio DJ, talk show host, so forth, and I miss it. I just really, really miss it. So we're trying to find a way to combine those two things. Let me have some fun, maybe throw out a little bit of entertainment on what's ordinarily a very, very dry show. And we'll just see how you guys, see if you guys like it. So before we get in and before we start taking a joyride here around my wallet's bell, do we have any questions, comments, or concerns?
The only comments we really have so far are actually Makoka the Streamwalker is saying that we both look good. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people in the audience actually have their hands up regarding your monologue. So yeah.
Good. That's what we do.
Edward Roar actually has one question. Do you have any videos to help keep track of crypto trades, etc.? It makes me want to curl up. I think he meant curl.
Curl up. I don't understand the question. Elaborate on it a little bit. If you're asking me if I have a video on something, I have about 800 videos on this channel. So odds are good. Yes. Odds are good. Yes, I do. But refine that question a little bit, because if it's something that I don't have, Edward, I'll make it for you, dude. This is what I do. All right. I do a very small esoteric YouTube channel, and I make money on crypto. That's what I do. This is therapy for me. That's all it is, man. So the fact that we operate this channel at a loss, I'm fine with it. I don't care. You guys want to see where I make my money? That's where I make my money. Now, if you've been following the channel this week, because we've been live every damn night, I might have thrown this up on occasion. Look, that's called when things come in. But that's not all, guys. That's kind of the kicker. This is the holding of all the assets. But let me break them down here a little bit for you, because I always like to add some context if possible, and this is where I want to add it. Believe it or not, one of my single, by percentage, aside from Osmo itself, one of my single largest over the last week, this has been 1 week, is that pool right there, number 773. I've done videos on it, got no views, nobody looked, nobody noticed, nobody cared. That is Polkadot in Osmo. That's a big old top 25. That's a blue chip token, a absolute blue chip token over here. Paired it up with Osmo, got that kind of 64.44% APR, guys. That's a monstrous number, and I put $10,000 into it. That's what it is right this moment. That's a 25% gain. So for all of these jagoffs that endlessly come at me, it's a bear market. The Twitter people that will just defend their positions, there's nothing you can do. The market is bearish. Everybody's losing. Everybody's down. There's nothing you can do. You got to buy. You got to hold. You got to wait it out. I have something for you, Belle.
Hey. You.
Okay.
I'm saying you can wait for something to happen, or you can make something happen. This is making something happen. That little move right there, that tiny little move right there added so much value to everything that I have over here. Everything. That number right there is up $25,000 since last night. 25 grand. So as far as there's nothing we can do, it's a bad market. We all just have to buy, hold, and hope. If you haven't made it yet, you just got to wait. None of that is true. All right. Wait for something to happen, hope something happens, or make something happens. All of this, up and down here, is making something happen. And as if that wasn't good enough, I want you to pay real close attention to all of these little APRs on all of these products over here, because with that big-ass pump in Osmo, it closed out the other side of it. That means USDC is down, Ethereum, Atom, Wrap, Bitcoin, all of those came down because the Osmo side went up. Had to balance out the pool. So to balance out the pool, now they have to increase these APRs to keep the pools balanced. Look at that. That pool right there, this is not financial advice. You show me a better one. Show me a better one in crypto. Right now, I am all ears. It is 86.9% for USDC and Osmo. Show me a better pool. I'm open. Look, man, if you know something that I don't know, I'm not all knowing and all seeing. If you know something that I don't know, share it with the crowd. Share it with the group. I'm here, and I have investable money. And if you give me one hell of a good tip and I make money on it, I will give you 10% of it. That's not even a finder's fee. That's called you did my research for me. I'll give you 10%. 10% of what I make on it. Find me a better offer on YouTube. But what I'm getting at with all this, guys, is this is making something happen, and I think it's absolutely critical that you do so. You get your money in, you get your money to work. It sucks. Nobody likes to be locked in for 14 days, and I understand it. But if you know the product, if you know the market, if you can explain the who, what, when, where, why, and how, like I can do right here on this particular little DEX that nobody seems to like, but has more liquidity on it than any other DEX out here. If I can answer those questions and they make sense to me, I'm going to shove my money in. I did. Today's a nice little reward for me. It's not going to hold, but I will enjoy it for one single video on Friday. And it is every single pool on here. Anything paired with Osmo is up, up, up. Osmo's up. It carried it all over. There we go. So I guess I got nothing else on that one, Bell. I'm going to visit some other stuff, but I just wanted to make sure that I get the message across on this one. I'm even in Jackal. I've even started to shove into Jackal Osmo, even though that they are waiting for Osmosis to approve the incentivizations. And by the way, Jackal still doesn't have a price on its side. I assure you it's a balanced pool. It's how they work. This is an AMM, but they're waiting for Osmosis to approve the incentivizations, which are going to be provided by Jackal themselves. So Jackal's shaking the can of nickels at them, but this is Osmosis. They move at their own speed because they are in fact the powerhouse. But yeah, I'm shoving money in there, guys. I still owe you guys, a couple of you guys, some Jackal. You're actually in luck because the first people that sent me their their addresses, I sent them the $100 worth of Jackal at $1.14. That's the moment that I purchased it. So anybody who hasn't gotten it yet, you're going to be picking up your Jackal at right here, which is more or less seems to be not exactly the floor, but it seems to have found its comfort zone right here around 78 cents. So you guys are all going to get paid out a little bit more Jackal, but I'm still going to be out an even $100. It means nothing to me. So there you go. If you haven't gotten your money yet, I am aware of it, and we will get you taken care of. I was just looking for a better point to get into. All right, Belle, what you got?
All right. There still aren't any other questions, ironically.
Absolutely nothing. All right, I'm a little bit disappointed in that.
Although I did find a used Lambo for $125K.
I'm saying, Belle, I made that today. Should I buy the I'll ask the audience too, should I buy the used Lambo and just completely sell out and turn into 100% douchebag? I will do videos in front of the Lambo, because if you see the Lambo, doesn't really matter what I'm wearing, because look at here, he's got a Lambo. He must be successful. So I'll leave it up to the audience if they'd like to get into offer up and help Scott spend his money. I could not think of a worse way to spend $125,000. I honestly couldn't, but you know what? If it helps us get views, Belle, come on, man. We are all about YouTube here. We exist for the YouTube. So, why not get the views? And if what it took was a Lambo and me in Miami Vice type suit, hey, I'm all about the fans. All right, so let's go ahead and do that.
Meanwhile, do I need to hold up the coffee cup and start shaking it for 10 seconds?
Oh, yeah, that'd be the other thing. Hey, and you got to help me pay for this Lambo. To do that, you just got to buy our book or tip the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, tip the bell. Oh, and speaking of that, I paid a couple of you guys twice because I'm not well organized. So if I paid you your Jackal twice, you know what? Do the right thing. Tip the bell. We'll forget it happened. Everything is cool. So, guys, if you can give us, I said we're going to try something new here. So, it's Friday. We're casual. Let's just go ahead and have some fun. We will get back into money. I assure you, we will get back into Jackal. We will get back into all of this stuff. But I really wanted to try this. I just wanted to see if something like this would work. We want to put commercials on the show. And there are commercials. It's whatever we happen to dream up, but we want to put commercials on our show. And this is kind of one of the things that we're entertaining here a little bit. So if it's something you guys might like to see, if it'll shake it up a little bit, change the mood here, because we tend to be pretty stoic. You know what? Let Belle know. Watch it in the comments. I'm doing this as a live run, so please indulge me on this, because, again, we are doing this live. This is not recorded. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to give it a go here. So if you guys can just give us a break here for 60 to 90 seconds, however long it takes me to get through this, we will be back with money. And thank you again for supporting the channel. We will be right back. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your post-apocalyptic home of rock and roll, KPOD, the podcast, coming at you 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's right, folks, 7 cubed. This is post-apocalyptic radio at its finest. I am your host, Scott Mushmouth Mitchell, and as always, the request lines are wide open. They've been open since the bombs dropped 7 years ago, and all life on this planet came to a screeching and abrupt halt. And I'm sure we all remember that day. Here at KPOD, the podcast, we are bringing the heat to whomever or whatever remains of the greater Des Moines metro area. Putting the rock in your roll, the toss in your salad, the beans in your burrito. The weather outside today, folks, is highly lethal. So if you have to go out, folks, make your peace before you do. Here at KPOD, we recommend you stay indoors. And by indoors, we mean underground in a fallout shelter or very, very deep in an abandoned mine shaft. We have received reports of zombie-like creatures walking the earth again. Best to leave those alone and just stick to rockin' and rollin'. Little tip for the survivors. If you do plan on carrying out life as usual after this crash, the crash, you get it? It's important to bring more than one song on your thumb drive. But hey, at least we have something. Well, enough chitter chatter. Let's get at her. This is Mushmouth in the Morning. Ready or not, here I rock. What do you guys think, man? I wrote pages of this stuff. I absolutely wrote pages of it. I thought it was funny. Belle got a giggle out of it. If you guys would like to continue this story via live,
right.
what?
Toots chiming in saying, okay, you're a Kids in the Hall fan.
Absolutely. I disclosed this, Toot, before I ever got in there. I thought it was hilarious. And as I'm a radio guy, I was like, oh, I got to do this. I absolutely have to do this. It was one of the funnier skits I've seen. Now, it works better on video, but there's no way, man. I'm not going to build a fallout shelter to do a skit on a very small YouTube channel. But no, I thought let's just dress this up. Let's keep it going. Let's see how much fun we can have with this. So look, if you guys enjoy it, let us know, man. I will build these out. We'll play them as commercials. I think it'd be funny. And if not, let us know, man. I can always pivot over to something else. All right, Belle, any other blowback from that? Any other feedback from that? Because this is definitely different for us.
Everyone is apparently dying from that. Donnie Jean flat out goes, okay, the beans in your burrito. And then goes, I love burritos.
No, you do. I paid $500 to put tacos in Donnie's hands. $500 to put tacos, to give Donnie tacos. So yeah, I know him, or I know he likes tacos and burritos and all that because I paid so damn much to get it to him. Yeah, that was fun. All right, look, man, if you guys want us, you want us to shake it up a little bit, please let us know, man. Look, we want to be entertaining as well, man. Money is dry, dry, dry. So if we can shake it up a little bit, make asses of ourselves, I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it. So let us kind of continue on the wallet journey here. I want to hit this again because I've made a couple videos. They did not resonate well. I've mentioned on the live stream, and they have not resonated well either. So I want to take one more stab at this because I have had over the last 6 months, 9 months or so, man, like I've taken a radical shift in my perception of cryptocurrency. Not what it is, not what it can do, none of those things. But I've taken a very radical shift, meaning that I've put the currency in currency. It is literally in the name, Cosmos Hub, Atom, token, cryptocurrency. So as opposed to thinking them as a straight fiat value, and by the way, I love it at $13.50. I think it's fantastic. I won't buy it at $13.50. I think it's overvalued, but I want to use it. And I want to use it as a currency. Now, I cannot buy goods and services with this. I can't. Not right now. There's. I know that the future is now, but it really isn't. But what I see on this thing, aside from the fact that it's just absolutely ran away over the last week, that's a 7-day chart, guys. All right, that is the money shot. Not in the sexual nature either. That's just a pure money shot. That's a good investment. That's what you want to be behind. If now I have to caveat the if, and the if is important. Now, the if, not financial advice, is one of the ways that I have managed to turn money into more money. And as much as I like straight staking, I do. I absolutely do. And as much as I like day trading and swing trading, I absolutely do. As much as I like leverage trading, I absolutely do. But this right here is just an absolute slam dunk on a lot of things for a lot of reasons. And let me show it. I'm going to try to pitch this one more time, I guess. So with this token right here being at $13.50 and a week ago it was at $11.50, guys, that is a monumental increase. That is just absolutely staggering that you're up 20% on this over the last week, 20%. That's a big number. But what does it matter? If I'm not using it for anything, what does it matter? So that was the whole rationale that I took when I started to say, well, how can I actually use this and start using it well? And I've only been doing this for about a year or so, but my gains have been exponential over that last year by taking advantage of these pump tokens and using them to purchase other products that I like that have not quite been performing as well. So lately, it's all been this. I've been hemorrhaging over Atom to EVMOS. Now, today's not a real good example, but yesterday was fantastic, absolutely fantastic, when Atom was sitting at just shy of $13 and EVMOS is sitting at $1.93. I moved tens of thousands of dollars worth of Atom from Atom over to EVMOS. Now, there's a couple of reasons. One, I do like EVMOS. I like what they're doing. Why didn't I just use my pure USDC? Because the USDC is not for that. The USDC is for something else, and I'm very disciplined about that. But when I can get that kind of spread, an 18 to 19% spread between two tokens that I really like, guys, I got 19% extra, 19% more EVMOS by buying it with Atom. This is math. This is fact. This is true. So I take that EVMOS, and I tell you what, man, I rush over to Diffusion. I will dump more and more money over here into Diffusion, not because I love it, even though I kind of like, I see where they're going with this. I'm taking the big screen here, Bill. I see where they're going with this. Not financial advice. Looky there. You do you. But I see where they're going with this. And even though it is incredibly risky, I've said many times that in the more bearish the market gets, the more my risk tolerance expands. So when I see something like this right here, Daddy, I'm all over it. And when I can get an extra 20% of one of these underlying assets, that meaning this EVMOS right here, I can get it by using Atom as a currency, I'm there. I'm absolutely there. Now, this trade happened to work out pretty well. Because let's take a look. Oh, yeah, look at there. EVMOS has just absolutely sailed away. And That's great. That's not every day. That's not every time. But when it does work out, it becomes exponential. Big, big, big gains. And it's not just that I want to take the EV Moss and sell it. I don't. I absolutely do not want to sell it. What I want to do is put it to work and earn this. 280%. I don't like Juno, guys. I don't. I'm not a fan. And I will argue this down on everybody. It is just not an investment for me, although it can be wildly profitable for me if I utilize it correctly. And to me, that number right there, with that number right there, is utilizing it correctly, because it gives me that number right there and that number right there. I make approximately $100 to $120 a day just on this little pool right here, which is more or less in the ballpark of where I want it to be. But that's not even where I'm ultimately ending up. There's two things over here that I'm pushing into. It's stacked, so I didn't get into the pool yet, guys, but I promise you I'm going to, because you know how I feel about Atom. So one of them is sitting right here at 236% to pair Atom with the EV Moss. I'm there. That's all I have to say on that, is I am there. Now, I'm making one big purchase. I'm gonna kind of iceberg it in, but 236% for an Atom and an EV Moss pairing. Even though this is wild, there's going to be more IL on this one, absolutely, but I will deal with it because of that number right there, 236%. That is a shocking APR. Let me give you an example. I'd love to add context. I'm in another pool over here called Atom USDC. Now, this is hands down one of my favorite pools. This is the one I want to be in. This is the one I want to stay in. But that little number right there, even though it is shocking that you would offer a APR that high on Atom and USDC, even though that is shocking, I want to illustrate a point right here. I make approximately $90 a day on this pool. That's great. All right, $90 a day. I make $3,000 a month on it. That's wonderful. I take the money, I put it to work, I build other pools, and that's fantastic. But that number, that total balance right there of $53,000, if I got really, really ballsy and wanted to dump it into here, that $53,000 is going to have the earning potential of this APR of $220,000. It's math. $220,000 if I decided to move and chase a 236% APR. Now, I'm not doing it right this minute, but I am telling you that I will. I'm not telling you to, because this is exceptionally dangerous. This is exceptionally deadly. You can get wiped out on here. I'm sure you guys remember the Nomad hack. If you don't remember the Nomad hack, you need Google. Look it up. These are bridged tokens. The most vulnerable thing in crypto is bridges. Hands down, there is no greater wormhole than bridges. So you are being exceptionally well compensated for the amount of risk you're taking. And let me tell you, Daddy, you are taking a lot of risk here. But when you are locked in to very, very solid investments over here, when you are absolutely killing it on another DEX and you're in solid investments with good security, and I know a lot of people don't like Sonny. I get it. I don't care. I know he's kind of a dick and he only really cares about his DEX. Well, guess what? I have tons of money on his DEX. I hope that his DEX is his priority and not the betterment of crypto as a whole. Not passing judgment, just pointing it out. So when you're locked into something that is just solid, your rock, your hard place, you're comfortable and you're happy with it, that's why you can take a swing at something like this. You can absolutely swing wildly. You're holding Atom. You know Atom. You've been in Atom. You're Cosmos people. You know EV Moss. You've seen it. And EV Moss, the thing that I like more about, like I like EV Moss about, the thing I like about it more than anything else is the 180-day chart. Not exciting. Look at that. Oh, my God. It's up. It's down. From here, May 11th, to here, that price is unchanged. Unchanged in 180 days, 6 months. Well, whoop-de-doo, Scott. Why would you want to invest in a crypto that hasn't effectively changed value in 6 months? Folks, let me show you why, and I'm going to put on the snake oil shirt for this one. That's why. Right there. This is 24/7, 365 printing money for you. It is incredibly risky. Incredibly risky. But it's bear market. So you can either hope something happens or you can make something happen. I got money all over this thing. Right now I've been shoving into EV Moss and Gravity Bridge DAI. I don't like DAI. Don't want DAI. What's interesting to me about DAI is that I can diversify. I want to diversify even my stable cryptos. And I can do it right here. I can do it right here at 353% is all I'm putting out on this one. So I know there's no good way, and every bit about this sounds snake oil salesy, but I'm not telling you what to do. I am showing you what I'm doing. It's not to say I won't get wiped out. I've gotten wiped out before, and I've clawed back. I will get wiped out again, and I'll claw my way back because I will look for opportunity, and I will take what the market can give me. We pull about 50, little over 50 EV Moss on this thing, 24/7, 365 every day. In the morning, I parry them all up, I cash them all in, I change them all into whatever I want to dump into, and I turn an APR into an APY. Somebody do me a favor out here. Take a 353% APR, as you see right here, and tell me what that is as an APY. I think it'll be a little bit enlightening. All right, Belle, I didn't really want to get this sober on this stream, but, we already did it, so we'll take any questions anybody has. If not, I'm going to do another K-Pod.
All right. We do have questions, actually.
Okay.
G Torres 1719. Should we expect Binance to list Juno this year? Speculation.
Interesting. And a lot of people are talking about that one right now. Now, if there's one token that would benefit big from Binance or Coinbase listing, it would be Juno. Problem with it is that Juno, I'll tell you what, man, I'm gonna stamp it plausible. I'm not saying that they will, but they have been listing, all of these exchanges have just been listing so many bad tokens, and there's just no action on them. So I think it would be in their interest to start picking up some of these smaller tokens, particularly like Juno, some of these smaller ecosystem tokens. We say it like Juno's market cap is tiny. It's not. It's a big damn market cap. So, yeah, I think it'd be in their interest to get some of these things on. I'm not saying it's going to happen this year, but I promise you that it's on the radar. And if there is one token out here more than any other Cosmos token I could think of that would benefit from a listing, it would be Juno. Look, man, it hits a lot of wickets. It's permissionless, all the dog tokens, all that other silly stuff that goes over there on Juno. It would be a very, very good listing for Juno. And at the price point of Juno, even though, I disclose every time, guys, I'm not a huge fan. But at the price point of Juno right now, nah, man, that would be, you'd actually get some movement on that one. I think it would appeal to the right people. And, I think that could work out real, real well for them. So great question. Round of applause, Belle. Carry on.
All right, Tom B., haven't heard you mention Oridex in a while.
Oh, yeah, it just kind of sits there, man. It really does just kind of languish. I'm not going to pull it up right now, but I do still have some money on Ori. It's the Ori USDT. I want to diversify even my stables, and they'll pay me 100% on it. It's not, it barely keeps up with the deflation of that token, but you never know. You never know who gets listed. Maybe Ori will show up there on Coinbase, and I'll get a big ass pump on it. It's nothing that I'm terribly, terribly serious about. They've been languishing. I haven't heard much in development. I haven't heard anybody really putting this one out. I think a couple people make a living at it, but I don't think they're 100% serious about it. Your mileage may vary, man. I don't give financial advice. Belle, please carry on.
Mitch 2K Drums. I'll watch every stream if you give me a Lambo.
What do you want a Lambo for, man? What are you going to do with a Lambo? I got to ask. As much as I would like views, paying people $125,000 per view seems a little excessive. Seems a little bit excessive on that. I'll tell you what, if there was a way I could give you a Lambo, profit on it, get my money back for it through advertising or you be doing really, really douchebag things for me, I would absolutely do it, man. I'm a businessman all the way down. Look, I'm about business. So if I could find a way to profit on it, babe, you'd have your Lambo. But I'm not that creative. So as far as being able to peel that up, no, man, I don't think I could do it. Belle, carry on.
G Torres 1719. Check out the market depth chart on Binance for Glamour. Whales may be accumulating. I don't follow market depth on the order books much, so maybe this is normal.
I don't know. I'll take a look. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what Glamour is. Is it a Cosmos token? No, because I haven't heard about it. But no, I don't know what it is, man. But I'll take a look. I understand. Look, you guys give me a tip, a real tip, something that you would personally invest in if you had my money, and I do my diligence, and it seems to be something that I will invest in. Dude, I'll kick you 10% of the profits, and I won't ask you to cover any of the losses, man. I don't invest based on what somebody else tells me. I will do my diligence. I will dig in. I'll find out, and a lot of things have to align for me. But yeah, I mean, it's a great big crypto world, man. There's over 10,000 tokens. I don't know all of them. So, yeah, I'll take a look. Belle, please write that one down and carry on.
JG 1976, thanks for all your hard work and dedication. What are your thoughts on the Restake app? It automatically restakes rewards 365% APY.
Yeah, we got a few guys on the Discord. I've never seen you on the Discord, dude. Are you on our Discord? I see 1976, so you're probably around my age because I'm 1971, so I think we're in the ballpark together. I never saw you on the Discord, man. We got a lot of old guys on there, man. This is kind of where we hang out and count our money and our lost teeth. That's what we do there, Belle. Look, we got an old man doing it. Give it up. Round of applause. I made it funny. Yeah, we got some guys out there that use Restake. I don't personally because I don't trust the machine. There's only one machine I trust, and that machine is Fetch.ai. And this is kind of a hedge for me on Fetch. I like what they're doing, man. All right, they got a social media thing going up. I don't do social media, but I think it's pretty cool. And they're launching a DEX pretty soon. It's called Starfleet, STARFLEIT. Google's your friend. I like what they're doing there, but if any day in the future the machines rise up and take over the human race, I want to make sure that they know that I invested in and supported their development because I plan on selling out the human race hard. So if it comes up, I need a trail. I need a digital trail. Then I'll tell them right there, yeah, man, I've been with you guys the whole time. The bad person is right there. It's Toot. She's the one that you want. It was never me. So, yeah, aside from that, I will honestly, man, it's kind of my morning routine. I go out, I hit all my different investments, I harvest all my things. I go out and harvest my crops personally, but I am a huge, huge believer in APR to APY. The most powerful force in the universe is compound interest. And if you don't believe that, if you don't believe that the most powerful force in the universe is compound interest, ladies and gentlemen, I give you my wallet. Belle, carry on.
Brownsburg Bats Baseball Club. Once Emery comes out of the bunker, it would be awesome to get some type of tutorial on transaction tracking for taxes when money is spread all over the DeFi.
Emery hates me. He absolutely hates me, man. Look, I show you guys my investments, and I move this. Belle, are we getting towards your time that you got to cut?
We are.
Okay. Yeah, we got to cut it short tonight, guys, because Belle's going on to do her show, personal show over on Survival Circle Radio Network, so we got about 5 minutes left. Emery hates me. He absolutely hates me because I am spread far and wide. There is no risky investment that doesn't interest me at least a little bit. So as far as transaction goes, every time I hit harvest, it's a transaction. It's a taxable event over and over and over. I absolutely, he despises me, but he's also my tax guy. And so, yeah, we just, we have kind of a love-hate relationship. Emery would be the right person to ask about that. And as soon as Jackal actually gets the modules up, meaning that the data storage module is next, that's going to be going up. And plus all the other fun fixes and features that they're putting on Jackal. Once those things are up, Emery's going to lighten up. He'll be back on the show with us. Okay, quick, Bell. I know you got about 3 minutes, so let's get through them, and we'll do them lightning round.
Black Tornado, the difference is the spread in percentage gain. I want to make sure I'm following correctly.
Okay, so if over the last 24 hours, if I'm looking at Atom, and let's pretend that Atom is up 13%, I also like EVMOS. And let's pretend over the last 24 hours that EVMOS is down 4%. Between those two tokens, if I use Atom as my purchasing currency, there is a spread in there of 17% difference. Whereas if I simply bought it with USDC, I'm not getting a discount. I am buying it at its current value, and because USDC never changes. But because my Atom is up so much, and Atom is volatile a little bit, meaning that it can go 20% up or down either day. So if I catch Atom that high and I catch EVMOS that low, it is in my financial interest to make that trade at that very time. So I hope you understand that one. And I will take that EV Moss. I will send it over to Diffusion. I will harvest rewards with it, and I will purchase that atom back. But I didn't pay a nickel for it. So the price at the time when I'm buying it back doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Belle, carry on.
All right. Yort wants to know if anyone else has the brand new roller skate song stuck in their head now.
Isn't that a great song? Toot, you know what? I know you like that song. I know you're a fan of Melanie. We both know. We both know. Toot actually produced the show for us one night when Belle was out of town. So she knows my mind on all this stuff. But yeah, I know Toot likes the Melanie, and it's a great song. Belle, carry on.
Type Shizlude, is there an unbonding period on Diffusion?
Nope. Belle, carry on.
Momo Hands, thoughts on Akash?
I don't own any of it.
All right.
Sorry, I'm coughing a little bit. I don't own any of it. I'm indifferent to it. So don't use my lack of ownership as an indictment against the token. I'm really, really spread, and I'm focused on a few things right now. Belle, carry on.
Idiot Fish hit us with a $4 super chat.
Thank you.
Bill Young wants to know, can you put fetch on a ledger?
Can you put fetch on a ledger? I haven't tried, but I'll tell you what, I will, and ask me next show, man. I'll try. My ledger is always handy. I keep it handy. So I haven't tried yet, but fetch seems like one of those that will go on a ledger. Belle, carry on.
Deftoned, have you looked into the Drip Network?
I have. I will give you my video report on that. Belle, go.
Charles Patterson, all I can offer is an intelligent conversation. If that's enough and I'm able to deliver, then that's great. If that appeals in some way and it's a good exchange, what's the worst that can happen?
I don't understand that question. Do you guys just want to talk? You got Scott at ThePodocasts.com, man. I'll talk to anybody about anything. I'm very diversified. Belle, carry on.
Microman, what happened to gold? My PAX G was in profit and now I'm down. Not by much, but down. Bull run, sell pressure?
No, there's a lot of things going on with that one, man. There'd be a lot to unpack. I can't do it here because Belle has to go to the Survival Circle Radio Network and do her show, which starts in 15 minutes, by the way, guys. It's a fun group, all right? It's a real fun group. Just Google Survival Circle Radio Network. You'll hear the Belle. You'll hear the Kiz. You will hear Ran X. Belle, carry on.
Bitcoin Candy, you think the interchain liquidity pools will have exponential gains as the chains become interoperable?
Yes. Belle, carry on.
And that was the last question.
Perfect. Taking the big screen. Guys, I appreciate you guys joining us, man. We've had really good crowds all week. I appreciate it. I assure you, I will continue to go on every single night. I just absolutely love being live. I'm this close to retiring, and when I retire and I have absolutely nothing to do, I plan on being as obnoxious as possible because this is my job now. Can you imagine that? This is me being reserved. Because we're still kind of hoping. Yeah, that's me doing that. So yeah, there will be no living with me when I retire, but that is the plan. So it should happen inside of the next couple weeks. It really depends. A couple things have to line up, but if they do, that's it. We're here. We're live. We're every night. We will probably do it more like a news show, but we're not going to lose the fit and feel, man. If you guys are tuning in for this, we want to make sure we give you what we give you. If you enjoyed the little commercial segment, we can bust out a bunch of those because I think they're funny as hell. I wanted to do some of those really, really old, those cheap YouTube douchebag ones like, do you see this check? Do you see this check? Do you see this check? I make this every week because I use Martin Ingram's pyramid system for selling calling cards. I want to make those. I really want to make those commercials. Really bad shot, Belle, and just terrible, terrible actors, man. I really want to make those commercials. Did Osmo just shoot to $1.64? Did I see that? Hang on. Let me refresh here. We got to go, and I know Belle's got to run. I want to see if I just made $8,000. Hang on. Let's see if it'll refresh. Come on. I hate the internet, man. You need to be at my speed. You need to move at my speed. I just want to see. No, it probably did, but we're on a delayed oracle over here. So, guys, look, man, I appreciate you joining us. Belle, talk us up, talk us out. Belle will be live on the Survival Circle Radio Network. A lot of real good folks over there. Give her a look. Belle, take us up, take us out.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate each and every one of you guys for popping on and watching us again tonight. We are going to be back on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In the meantime, if you guys have any more comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to shoot Scott and I an email, scott@thepodcast.com or bella@thepodcast.com, and we will get those answered for you. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we had an amazingly fun time tonight, and we will see you next time.
I missed it, Belle. Here we go. We're We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at ThePodocasts. Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.